Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. And oh my goodness, the first ever DLC gun in this game, the Daemon 3Xb Burst SMG. This gun is straight up a god gun. It's a lot better than I thought, and the time to kill on this thing is just ridiculous. 2 bursts up close, but the bursts fire at a ridiculous rate. You can make people, you can literally delete your enemies. I have a best class up for this gun, and I honestly do think that this gun is ridiculously good in this game. It's unlocked at level 50. We'll get into all that in a second. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I would very, very much appreciate that. Yesterday, there was a huge new update. I covered almost everything you guys need to know with it. So today, we're going to talk about this weapon that you unlock at level 50 and the best class up for. So drop a like, I would appreciate that. Subscribe if you guys are new and not already subscribed. That would be absolutely amazing. Okay, so the new Black Ops, or not the Black Ops Pass, but the contraband stream for this new event basically goes up from level 1 to level 100. And at level 25, you get the Santa melee weapon. You know, it's just a melee weapon for smacking people around, getting those knife kills, melee kills, I guess you could say. Level 50, you get the Daemon 3Xb, which is the gun in this gameplay here, and we're talking about today. And level 100, you get the SWAT RFT assault rifle. And these weapons are very, very good. So this gun, straight up, its strength is it's a 3-round burst submachine gun, fast rate of fire with improved hipfire accuracy. So this gun's strength is up close. It's a burst SMG, and this is a gun that the time between bursts is so little that to get good with this gun, you literally have to spam the trigger because you can't hold it down. It's not like you know, an ABR repeater or an XR2. You can't hold down the trigger on the burst. You have to spam tap it. You need to. It's kind of like a semi-auto. The faster you tap this thing, the faster you're going to shoot, because the time in between bursts is so minimal in game that sometimes the delay could be caused by a human delay hitting the trigger. It's kind of unbelievable, but that's what was happening to me when I was first using this weapon. I was like, this is a good gun, and then I realized I need to, you know, work out my freaking right arm and start spamming that trigger, because that is how you can make this gun absolutely amazing. So this gun, its strength is close range, and I honestly would already put it near one of the top SMGs in this game. It's funny because now they added these great guns in, I have to sort of rework the top guns and new class stuff. It's all good, you know. It's a lot of content and I'm excited for it. And yeah, so this weapon, I know some people already have it unlocked. Some people are probably going to be unlocking it at level 50. It shouldn't take that much time to get up to level 50, especially with the daily tier skips. I'm sure people have hit it already, especially through grinding, but definitely what you want to do with this weapon is play it up close and play it for that close time to kill, because when you start fighting people at range, you can start missing shots and it becomes very, very dangerous when it takes you 3 to 4 bursts to kill people at range, because you're going to be missing shots. You want to stick to that 2 burst kill range up close. So now that we talked about this weapon, how you want to play with it, play style works great on a map like Summit. By the way, guys, this gameplay 67-1, and the game right before this, I think I went 67-2. So this gun is ridiculous, and the fact is, with this thing, as I was just leveling it up, that's when I was getting, you know, all these gameplays and stuff like that. So let's go into the class up and break it down. Now, the first thing with the Daemon 3Xb is the default sights are decent, but I find the elo sight is so nice, and it makes it a lot easier, because the default sights are nice, but it makes it a lot easier to control the recoil when you have an elo or something that it just, you know, it's not as crowded on the screen. So that's where I like to run with this. Now, the good thing about this gun is you don't really need any attachments to make this thing really good. A lot of guns in this game, they suck without attachments. This is sort of the opposite. This gun, the attachments on it aren't that good. The attachments available for this gun are high caliber 2, steady grip, which steady grip sounds good, but steady grip only reduces your recoil during hip fire. And if you watch the gameplay, most of my kills I'm aiming down sights because of the very, very quick ADS time, and they're a little more range, at least not hip fire range. So steady grip reduces your recoil during hip fire. That's not going to help you as much as other stuff. Fast mags, very, very great to have on this gun. Because of the fast fire rate, you are going to run out and you're going to want either fast mags or hybrid mags, which is also available. Rapid fire, which can be great, but this gun already has an insane rate of fire. Laser sight, of course, another hip fire helper, and a suppressor, which suppressor could definitely work also on this gun because it is something that's used up close. So personally, the only thing that you really need on this gun is either a fast mags or a hybrid mags, because running this gun without either of those two, you will get in some trouble with reload. reload. So personally, I run the fast mags. That's what I was rocking in this gameplay, just because I was leveling up the gun. You can rock the hybrid mags if you want. The cool thing about hybrid mags is it gives you more reload faster and increased ammo capacity. So it gives you a little bit more in that magazine, which can help you out. I run Crash Specialist anyway, so I can drop down ammo packs, so I'm not too concerned with that. So fast mags, and then you look at these other attachments, they don't really seem too good. High caliber 1 and 2 is a great combo. However, it's not really good on this SMG because it's a 3-round burst. No matter how many high calibers on this, you could have high caliber 20 on it. It's still going to take 2 bursts minimum to kill, because you're not going to need a 3-shot kill with an SMG, even straight to the head. So high caliber, having like 1 piece of high caliber is nice just for that extra damage, because then you can make kills that would be 3 bursts, 2 bursts, just if some of those shots are hitting the head, or finish off kills a little bit easier. You know, when you're playing up close like this, a lot of bullets are going to go towards the head, but fast mags or hybrid mags is pretty much all you need. But then you have it. I had an open slot, so I threw on high caliber as that second attachment, just because it's going to give me extra damage in certain gunfights. It's not going to increase my time to kill or burst to kill, but it can still help out. And it's not, you don't need to run high caliber. It's just what I was rocking for this. Next is gear. Personally, I use the ComSec device with this because I like to stack the streaks. I lowered the streaks down a little bit because I wanted to play a little more aggro with the drone squad. I know they're still pretty high streaks, but drone squad, and then the sniper's nest, and then the strike team was the big one in case I got in a streak. Basically, my plan was to go ham, and then if I got the drone squad or the sniper's nest, to play it slow for the strike team. But yeah, so gear, I was running ComSec. You can run stim shot if you want. This gun does have very, very good hip fire, so if you want to rush all in and you don't really care about kill streaks, go with that stim shot. And then the cool thing about this, like I said, because it only uses 2 attachments, I guess, and an optic, you get 4 perks here. And whenever I have the option for 4 perks, I always want to, you want to double down on the slot that has the most important perks for your setup. And for this gun, and for most situations, that's going to be doubling down on perk 1. And that means for perk 1, I'm rocking with flak jacket, and I'm also rocking with tac mask, right? So that helps me just prevent a lot of the BS that you're going to run into this game. Those 2 will just help you. And whenever you get stuck on a seeker mine, if you're going on big streaks, and if you're playing and staying alive, like, you know, this game was whatever, 9 minutes long, and I go 67-1, or maybe it was like 8 minutes. It was a really, really fast game. I think it was like 8 minutes, but I go 67-1. I'm staying alive for the majority of that time. You know, they're going to get a lot of specialists and a lot of specialist abilities, and flak jacket and tac mask really do help to counter that. Second perk, gung ho. Gung ho is always the way to go. In competitive, gung ho is so good it's banned, so everyone that rocks dexterity in competitive. But gung ho is just such a good perk, and it works perfect. Gung ho was like made for this setup because it works perfectly with this gun, with the ability to shoot while sprinting, get your gun up faster, and the ADS sprint out time on this weapon is absolutely incredible. A lot of these SMGs after the patches, like the MX9, a lot of different ones also, it just feels like they have quick draw built in because of how fast you're aiming down sights, and it also feels like you have stock built in because of how fast you're strafing side to side, and that's the mobility advantage of SMGs over something like a tactical rifle or an assault rifle without stock. And for someone like me that plays with the majority of the time, probably with the ARs in this game, because they're the best setup of guns in the game in my opinion, it really is very, very helpful. So you can see right there, 9 objectives, almost 10k damage, and the other team, their top player had 1200 damage, I think I had 1900 damage. So basically this setup was so good that, like, if this game had lasted, because we beat them 200-67, that would have been better, but this setup is so good that we just destroyed and we're capturing all the flags. So yeah, perks, flak jacket, tac mask, perk 2 gung ho, and then perk 3, I haven't mentioned it yet, but dead silence. Dead silence is what I rock with on perk 3. You're going to be running around, you're going to be rushing, and as of right now, dead silence, it just is more effective than ghost in the majority of situations, and especially in something like Summit, where you're going to be up close to people, they're going to be able to hear you. Here is what the Daemon 3Xb looks like with the red dot sight on it. This is earlier when I was leveling this gun up, of course, I was using it on Nuketown, and you can see the reflex sight or the elo sight are both very, very nice, and this was before I had fast mags on it, I believe. So that's where a problem comes in with the reload, because every time you get a kill, if it is taking you multiple bursts, usually after 2 kills, you're going to have to look for a reload, and that's where the reload time on this gun, I wouldn't say that's its weakness, but the reload time, it still is pretty quick, and with fast mags, it's almost instant. And that's like why I like it with the Spitfire 2, with the Vesper from Black Ops 3. I'm always a fast mags guy, because I'm someone that would rather just have the, you know, I don't want to run into 4 enemies and try to take them all out with extended mags anyway. Usually you're going to get hurt and want to back off, so that's why fast mags is, for me personally, was the way to go. But yeah, this gun is wicked. You can definitely win gunfights against multiple enemies up close, and I recommend this gun. I'm telling you, this is like the Spitfire in burst form, and maybe even better than Spitfire at certain ranges, and worse than Spitfire at certain ranges as well, or at certain things as well. But this gun, I would put it as probably a top 3 SMG. I think I could confidently say that right now. I talked to some other people, they didn't like the guns as much as me. I think it's because you really have to spam that trigger, and you have to go in a private match, learn the recoil pattern, spam that trigger, and learn how to be able to make this thing burst at the max. The potential of this weapon is crazy. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys new. I'd really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.